Hey there guys, so we're outside right now and I got a haircut. So there we go, you're updated. Are you happy? I hope you are. So today we're going to be talking about this book right here. This is Beautiful Darkness and it's written by Garcia and Margaret Stohl. This is the second book in the Costa Chronicles series. The first book is Beautiful Creatures. I did a review on that if you want to check that out and hear about the series and hear about the first book in the series. Then I will put a link somewhere here and it will also be in the description box below. So this video right here is a book review of this book and also a book talk, but the book review is going to be really short. I promise you. This is not one of those videos where it's really long and I say it's really short, but it's really long. It's going to be short. So I'm not going to tell you that much about this book because this is the second book in the series. I'm going to talk a little bit about the first book quickly. So the first book is about a guy named Ethan. He is living in this town called Gatelin and it's boring, nothing has changed, they're stuck in the past. And, you know, he kind of wants to get out until this girl named Lena moves into town. And Lena's this mysterious, different girl, and he's been dreaming about her. And they meet, and everything changes, and she has secrets. And one of them is that she is a coster, which is basically like a witch. And that comes up pretty, like, early in the book, so it's not really a spoiler. And so it's basically just about, you know, her coster stuff that happens and about their romance that blossoms throughout the book, and about the adventures that they kind of go on together and them living in this really weird, strange, stuck in the past town. So that's basically what the first book is about. This book carries on from that book. It kind of starts off exactly where that one finishes off, and this one really focuses more on like the coster world, like the witch world, and about the spells. There's a mosquito. So as I was saying, this book really focuses on the coster world and the witch world, and I really like that because I like the witch world. I like that aspect of the book, I think, more than the romance, because it's really interesting and it's really cool, and I really like that kind of paranormal part of the book. That's the part that I like the most about paranormal romance, is there's lots of bugs here, guys. That's just, oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I really like this book. I liked it better than the first book, and I would give it 4 out of 5. The first book I gave 4 out of 5 too, but I said that you can take a mark off it if you don't really like the genre of paranormal romance. For this book, I wouldn't say that. I would just give it a 4 out of 5. So that is my review of this book. There we go. So now we're going to get into the book talk. If you haven't read this book, then don't watch on. If you have, then watch with me and please discuss and tell me things that you want to in the comment section below. Now, before I get into the things that I want to talk to you about this book, I first want to say that I really like this book. I thought it was much better than the first book, and I really liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5. I mean, you know, there we go. That's saying I like it. But this video, when I was writing points down, there were lots of things that I did not like. And this video is basically me telling you what I didn't like about this book. So, there we go. But just remember, when I'm telling you all these things, remember that I still liked it, okay? These are just things that I feel like I expect so much of this book, or I want it to be so good and so close to being so good, but then there are these things that happen that are just so bad, and I'm gonna talk about them there. So first of all, Lena and Ethan's romance. They break up in this book, and I feel like the romance was kind of trivialized. You know, in the first book it was like such an important thing, like Lena and Ethan forever, and they're like, you know, they have this connection and they're dreaming about each other and they, you know, can talk to each other in their heads. But then it was kind of just trivialized in this, like they broke up so easily. And I know Mason died. That was so traumatic and so huge, and it was really complicated because of the whole Lena kind of killed Mason to save Ethan thing. But still, their relationship just ended, and then they found other people. Both of them found other people. Sorry about the train noises, by the way, but I'm just gonna keep on going. Lena found that guy who's like a, I don't know what he is. I forgot his name though. And Ethan found Olivia. Is her name Olivia? Yeah, her name is Olivia. And you know, they both find people that are really good for them. Like they don't rebound off people, or they don't have this stage where they're all sad and stuff. They basically find what could be a really good next relationship for them. Maybe even a healthier and better one than they have right now. Both of them. And I don't know, it just made me feel like their romance could just be severed so quickly. Like in Beautiful Creatures, their romance was such an important part, and they had this, you know, really big love for each other, and then it just stopped and it went away just really quickly. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that their romance was so unimportant in this book. I mean, it was important. It was a major part of the book. But they broke up like it was nothing. Um, the other thing I want to talk about is there is still unoriginality in this book, much less than Beautiful Creatures. When I was reading this book, I was like, yes, you're doing something different. You're going a different way. They're breaking up. They're having these issues that are lasting a long time. They look like they're not going to be together. Maybe you could even not have them be together this whole book. I know that's a bad thing to think, but still, I wanted things to be different than they normally are. And then it happened. Then, I think it was Ridley told Ethan that Lena was staying away from you because she loves you. And she left you because she wanted to protect you and she wanted you to be safe, and she didn't think that she was right for you, and you know, you're from two different worlds. And then Ethan's like, oh my gosh, she actually loves me, I should go after her. And I just had a new moon flashback so badly. Like, I know that it's not, you know, maybe it's a very faint connection, but to me it was just, I was looking, maybe that's the problem, I was like looking to make sure that there was no unoriginality. I wanted everything to be different, and when I saw this, when I saw that, when I felt that feeling that happened in New Moon, I was just like, no, oh come on, please, please, no. That was kind of my only problem with originality, so it was kind of, you know, not that big of a deal, but it was still there and I didn't like it. The other thing I'm going to talk about in this book was Lena. Lena was so annoying, you guys. Like, why didn't she just talk to Ethan? Really, seriously, if people in novels just learned communication, then everything would be okay. There would be no problems. Communication. Why didn't she just tell him that she was upset because Mason was dead and it was kind of her fault and kind of his fault too? Not really his fault, but you know what I mean? It was all complex and he had no idea what was going on, and she could have just told me, open up and tell people things, communicate. I really liked Olivia much better in this book. I was like rooting for Olivia, and I didn't really want to, but I just, every time Olivia would just be bitter and she would just be, you know, she would make sense, and I was like, you should just be with Ethan. And Lena, I don't know, I don't really want, Lena should just be with that other guy. And yeah, I don't know, Lena was just really, really annoying in this book. Really annoying. To kind of contrast the relationship between Lena and Ethan, I want to talk about Ridley and Link. Ridley and Link, I really like them. I really like the relationship. Their relationship, you know, has taken time to build. It was not insta love in any sense of the way, except for the fact that Link was immediately like you know, drawn to Ridley, but Ridley did not like Link straight away, and I really liked the slow build to their relationship, and things kind of feel real, even though Ridley is kind of, you know, I don't know what she's doing, but she dug up that thing. I can't remember what it's called, but she dug it up, and I don't know if she's still good or bad or what's going on, but I feel like their relationship is real and their love is real, and it's taken time to build, and that's unlike Lena and Ethan, who have apparently, you know, who have had this great, amazing love, and they're just broken up a second later. Now I want to talk about the end. The end. When all that stuff was happening, when Lena was making this decision, when Abraham was there, when Lena's mom was there, and Ethan and Mason was back alive, and all that stuff was happening, and, you know, Mason was fighting back, and Ethan was fighting back, and they were getting to Lena, and they were going to save her, and they were all surrounding her and fighting back. What the hell was Abraham doing? Abraham is supposed to be like the strongest person ever. What was he doing? Just like staring at them? Why didn't he, like, you know, like, I felt like I was waiting for the moment when Abraham was gonna like do something and they were all gonna disappear, or, do you know, like, what was he doing? I felt like Ethan and Mason just strolled in, went to Lena. That's really strange that I thought of the Vampire Diaries right there. It was really strange that Mason and Ethan and everyone just, you know, they went in, and I mean, I know that there were people there and there was fighting and stuff, but Ethan, I felt like he just got to Lena, like, just like that. Where was Abraham? Why wasn't Abraham, you know, stopping this from happening? What was he doing? And Serafina, what was she doing? I mean, I think she was doing something, was she like bringing the moon down? Maybe that's kind of towering, but still, the moon was down. Was she still like hanging onto it or something? Why didn't she like do something? What were the bad guys actually doing? And then the 18 moons thing, I was just so, if there are 19 moons in the next book, I'm gonna be really upset. Really upset. 18 moons again. Seriously, come on. I'm just really tired of this moons business. Come on. We need to move past this really now. Come on. Also, I really liked Ethan's mom's kind of cameo thing in this book. I really liked her, and I want there to be more of her in the next book, which is Beautiful Chaos. And I'm definitely going to be picking up this book. I really enjoyed this book, even though it makes me angry. But it made me angry because it was so close to being really, really good. And I hope that the next book is better than this one. And that the next book after that is better still. And that's all the books that there are. So there can't be any more. But yeah, really excited for the next book. I will be definitely getting it soon. I hope you enjoyed this book review and this book talk. Tell me what you think about this book in the comment section below. And I will see you next time. Bye!